Good. So that's the Simon model, and then stepping a little further into other kinds of rich get richer phenomena. But now we're going to step into this other enjoyable piece from our friend Mandelbrot, where he has a different approach to Simon, and they get upset about it all. And because in the 1950s, no one's tweeting at each other, right? So there's no rage tweeting by academics, which is pretty fun to watch. Sad, very sad, but it happens. All right, so it's going to be this. We're going to have a minimal cost idea. So it's a very reasonable idea that you don't want language to be an expensive thing to produce, right? And to either as the sender or the receiver, you don't want it to be too burdensome. You want it to fit. Ultimately, it has to fit knowledge well, which is a huge, interesting problem. So, and then we'll have this little debate, and then we'll go through the model and then talk about some of the actual data that people have looked at. People are very resistant to looking at data. Does this work? Oh, that's nice. I made a bunch of these. It's obviously. Okay, great. Really important addition. So the dream of efficient language. That's our tarot card for this one. So these dominant words, these big words, the and so on, right? The idea that we would have a skewed distribution and would have this form. It's not just that there are rare words and common words. That there's really this very, very clean mathematical form for that. Okay, Mandelbrot, very famous. For fractals, coined the term. Other people had, thought about various things, but really coined it. Did a lot of stuff with finance as well, fractal structures there. But the Geometry of Nature was his famous book. Pretty argumentative kind of character. He would get into tete-a-tetes with people, as we'll see. He would like to say this. This is his name, is almond bread. Anyway, so people love this. Pure mathematicians will put it on their door, but it is sort of a gimmick of sorts. But the thing is he was right. I mean, the fractal structures are everywhere. Right? Okay. Yeah, and the joke is Benoit B. Mandelbrot. The B stands for Benoit B. Mandelbrot. So Zipf's law through optimization. Math jokes are the best. Well, yeah. Okay, language is efficient, right? So that's fair enough, not bad, all right? And we're going to communicate as much information as possible with as little cost. So we're going to have to measure information content, not meaning, which is probably what we want to measure, but we have this sort of funny word for information. So it's going to be Shannon's entropy. Better to say entropy than information, but we often do this. Information connotes meaning, it's not meaning, it's entropy. It's a measure of disorder. And average cost. And then you could play around with this in different ways, but this is his setup, and we're going to follow it. Language evolves to maximize we could do H minus C or something, but they don't have the right units, so you maybe set up like this. Or minimize cost divided by information, or whatever we want to do. There you go, that sort of thing, right? So we should get similar things out. And so, of course, optimization, right, pops up. And we'll see that appearing for highly optimized tolerance. It's in the frame of the name there. Of course, the acronym there is HOT, so that was well done. We'll see there's also COLD, right? There's a COLD model. Academics at their best. All right.